Okay, so this next concept, in order to help heal your marriage, might take a little bit of your imagination, but stay with me. In their book, Not Just Friends, Glass and Staeheli talk about the concept of walls and windows. Now, here's what that means. I want you to picture your marriage as a house, and there are really strong walls around that house, and the walls are supposed to keep invaders out. They're supposed to protect us from the outside world, okay? Now, inside that house, each spouse is still an individual, okay? So the two become one, but we're still individuals. We have our own likes and beliefs and things like that. And so we each have our own space inside the marriage, but we need to keep a window between us. And with that window between us, we can freely give and exchange information and love and connection and have discussions and things like that through that window. Now, the problem occurs in a marriage when we start to exchange walls for windows. This is when affairs can happen, okay? And so I want you to now imagine that a struggling marriage now replaces the window with a wall. And so I wall you off and I'm not going to connect with you anymore because we don't feel safe together. And then instead of connecting with you, I'm going to put a window in the exterior wall. I'm going to start connecting with people outside of the marriage that makes me feel good and fulfilled, okay? Can you see where problems develop? Okay, so here are 3 ways that we want to protect windows and walls in our marriage. Number 1, I want you to be vulnerable, okay? If you're not being vulnerable with that window and clearly communicating and sharing things back and forth, how can we expect to get closer if we're not being open and vulnerable? Number 2 is boundaries. Boundaries means we've got to talk about our walls and windows and say things that might be hard, that might rub each other a little wrong way, such as, hey, you know what? I don't know that I feel comfortable with you having one-on-one casual fun lunches with, you know, your coworker of the opposite sex one-on-one, because I don't know, that just makes me insecure. I feel like we're putting a window where a wall should be from the outside world. And the last thing is awareness. I think we need to regularly check in with each other about our walls and windows. Hey, how safe do you feel with me? How clearly do you feel like we're communicating? On a scale of 1 to 10, how connected do you feel like we are? Do you feel like do we have a wall between each other right now where you don't feel trustful coming to me? Do we have a window in our marriage maybe? Have I put any windows in where there shouldn't be windows, where I'm inviting difficulty in? Okay, so check on your walls and windows and have that conversation, and it might help heal your marriage and protect you in the future. I'll see you guys next time to help heal your marriage.